describes the activation and configuration of Nessus. After you have installed the appropriate package and the Nessus service has started, you need to complete the configuration using a web browser. Perform initial Nessus configuration through the web interface. Configuration items include setting proxy options and supplying an activation code. You must complete registration of Nessus within 6 hours of installation. Otherwise, you will have to restart Nessus in order to complete the registration process. If you have installed Nessus on Windows, a web browser automatically opens to a welcome screen. Follow any prompts on the screen to reach the configuration screen. If you have installed Nessus on a platform other than Windows, open a web browser and connect to the Nessus host through HTTP over SSL on port 8834. The first time you connect to the Nessus web server, your browser will display some type of error indicating the connection is not trusted due to a self-signed SSL certificate. For the first connection, accept the certificate to continue configuration. Please see the Nessus installation and configuration guide for instructions on providing a custom SSL certificate. After you accept the certificate, a welcome page appears providing an outline of the remaining steps you must complete. The first step is to create an administrator account for the Nessus server. This account has access to execute commands on the underlying OS of the Nessus installation, so you should protect it in the same manner as any other administrator account. You must provide a login and the password twice. Choose the first option to register Nessus Home, Nessus Professional, or Nessus Manager. If you are registering a secondary scanner for use with Nessus Manager or Nessus Cloud, choose Nessus Scanner from the drop-down menu. To register the scanner for use with Security Center, choose it from the list. You may instead choose to complete an offline registration. Enter your activation code in the space provided. If you do not register your copy of Nessus, you will not be able to start the Nessus server and will not receive any new plugins. Once you have entered the activation code and proxy information, click the Continue button to register Nessus. After registration, Nessus must download plugins from Tenable. This process may take several minutes as it transfers a considerable amount of data, verifies file integrity, and compiles the plugins into an internal database. Once the plugins have downloaded and compiled, the Nessus user interface initializes. Using the administrative credentials created during the installation, log into the Nessus interface to verify access. Click Settings. The Scanners page provides an overview of the local scanner. If you need to provide a new activation code, click the Update Activation icon and enter the new code in the Activation Code field. Then, click the Save button. To configure Nessus updates, navigate to the Software Update settings. Here you have the option to perform a manual update. If the Nessus scanner does not have access to the Internet, you can perform an offline plugin update by uploading your own archive. Please refer to the Nessus Installation and Configuration Guide topic, Nessus Without Internet Access, for detailed instructions on this process. By default, Nessus performs daily updates of all components by connecting to the Tenable network. You may change the default update settings. Updating all Nessus components is the recommended setting, but it may change the behavior and user interface of Nessus as new features are added. You may instead choose to update plugins only, or disable all updates. Additionally, you can adjust how often Nessus checks for updates by changing the update frequency settings. Additional options located in the Settings area are dependent upon the version of Nessus you have purchased.